Okay, guys, we're back. I know it's sort of a weird cutoff point, but my computer's touchpad stopped working, and I had to figure out why. So we're back. Now, Misha, Chan, will playing Risk. Just trying to get us joined the Stone Council. I don't know if that's an option or not. I've had one option, and I don't know if it was incredibly important. Wait, please show down, Chan. Chan said you're going to lose. Tell her to crush her wood empire with my rebellion. That's not how you play this game. Chan's a good guy. It was either for a shine or a childlike mission. She said you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. No. Aggressive. Here's my strategy in Risk. I just fourth frontal assault all the time. Get allies to distrust each other. Political intrigue. Obviously, attack the wrestler. She's either really mocking me or trying to trick me. I had nothing else to lose though, so I might as well try something different. Maybe if I spread out my forces and try to control more territory like weekly advantage. Kazune used to focus on my conquering whole nation, so maybe I could sacrifice my hold on conquest to gain more small countries. That's how I play Risk. A few turns later, I end up losing the game anyway. Current scene, Risk Reward. Teenage adjusted glass victoriously and allows himself to tentatively pump a fist in the air at celebration. Honestly, they should play Monopoly with me. I'm a beast at Monopoly. Yay, I win, yay! There's no need to translate that. It's pretty clear. Wahaha, don't look so sad, Chan. You are really getting me at your best. That's what I thought. Sometimes your best just isn't good enough, though. If anybody knows that, it's me. Sometimes you do very well for someone who just learned how to play it, eh? Hey Chan, you attacked Iceland and North America at the same time. It's a very daring move. Chan is very impressed. I mean, technically Iceland in the game, Iceland and America is part of the same scoring system. So that's like an oxymoron. It's like, yup, that's the same thing. More to beat people that they're fearing, and they can back you follow through. Already halfway there, isn't that great, Champ? That isn't though. Just potential is enough. There's no point to potential if you don't take the first step. And then there's no point. If that you don't have to keep going, I want to see more. You're right, Champ. That's so demanding. Shook, the book shook. Then I leaned forward, suddenly looking a lot less playful and more like the serious person I expected her to be. It happened. He-chan, would you like to join the student council? She really doesn't want to waste any time, does she? But it's only my second day of school, so I'm hesitant about committing to something so early. I haven't even taken... We're spending time with Suzune. Misha doesn't seem like something I would hate. I still need more time. Maybe I'll get back to you on it. Okay, Chan, but I hope you're not just saying that so we don't feel bad. No, really? Chan, if you're going to say that, you're saying that is definitely the truth, and there can't be any mistaking it. Oh, I know. Suzune smiles, and then she was that's an actual cat right there. I didn't know you were, Make this. Suzune smiled and then the sheet regretfully twisting the knife into the time long. I take a glance at the clock and gamer, dude. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shoot. Unique scratches of her head gestures of the show. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? With the class there, but I don't know. Should be. What's the librarian about this? I think you're right, Chin. You think the library is open? It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye! Honestly, that painting shooks me. The second floor hallway is in a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. Problem is, the library whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs saying which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked doors. Is the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on a ladder and choose my direction at random. As I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though, just barely ajar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this is one and not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask them for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back in a moment's notice. Same. The feeling of being an outsider to the school can't be shaken from my mind, so much that I instinctively fear doing something so wrong by entering. I like that Unity door sound. The door suddenly creeps up with groaning from a deep sleep, though it is much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head ever further inside to get into the room as fast as possible, and the meek hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. These characters, my hope is a noble one. I'm like, I don't get you. Be an archetype I am aware of. Don't be like slightly scary, slightly embarrassed all the time. I can talk. No, I'm just going on a rant. This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly left the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation fueled my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway, staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her in the time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Oh, I put in another voice. Hey guys, so of course I'm very bad at voices, so time for whatever her name is, Hey Hair Girl number 2. She looks too nice though to be like the host call from a monster Musume, or like Pina Colada from Gate, or Darkness from Konosuba. Hello there, may I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's a soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid my eyes on, but among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Is this in Japan? I mean, it makes sense because it's a short novel, but that seems to be like England, or like not Japan. Hi. Sorry for intruding. I was just kind of blushed. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes is seriously, as is carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly stepped towards another seat opposite her, the girl resting her teacup and saucer on a wooden table between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind, like Kenji. Except Kenji is my boy. I'm just saying, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. Yup, that's how it works. No accent, half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air is relaxed. Confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. This calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council offer. I take it that you're the new student to Yamachu? Oh yes, I just transferred in today. It's a distinct feeling in my speech pattern doesn't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting, one which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. I am Louise Satao, pleased to meet you. Oh, Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of a teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. But in other words, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid off along her shelf. Of us there, the left hand often lightly touching the side of whatever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use a long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in a cup. One thing to see the different disabilities the students in the class may have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate for me, and Lily herself seems to have working on her for problems of herself. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offer of preparing the drink. So, a soft voice brings me out of the silent observers. Which room are you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. The library. Shizune and some classmates told me that it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods. A small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it's being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi. They're my students, to be honest. But that means you're just in class for free, no? That's right, in the science room at Muto. She gives a small giggle before setting down a teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He quite the character. I imagine you're come to like him. Most do. Oh, is that my boy MC? As she lets down the tea. Oh, we were doing this for 13 minutes? Oof, everything's bad. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nah, fam, tea's better than coffee. Nonetheless, it smells quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke it down. Thanks, Satao. It really tastes nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Really, please, there's no need to be too formal. She said that in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well, I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as it really does seem she's catering to me. So which class are you from? And magic one of the third year classes? Correct, I am in class 3-2, which is one on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Mayayagi, and specifically for both blind and particularly blind students. I see. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas, looking at her face, though she doesn't seem in the least particularly put off by it. My, there's no need to change this feature on my account. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. But the same can't be said for everyone. Many have come to terms with their condition. A category which would include her, they seem already to jump ship from this particular topic, I switch to another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her vision of the place behind my school that she likes to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunchtime. My duty as a class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this club for having tea. Class representative, compared to Shizune, the mannerism seems to be completely opposite. By Shizune's lunch and peacefully driven, Lily seems to be relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful by a few of the school's clubs. What kind of club do they join? The more popular one includes the track and field club, which is in the field near the school during lunchtimes. The basketball club, the book club, in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones, though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time when I was trying to get my feet wet, rushing into a club right away seemed slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shared the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, and though I can encourage, I go that's a relief. I really let my guard down. I ran the score to let such a thing slip out. The fact seemed to slightly amuse her. Not wanting to get my tea cold, I finally started drinking it as Lily does the same. But ended we've been having such a nice time at Lily. I'm like partially blind, actual blind, I don't know. But I'm gonna end it here, and then you're gonna see if Lily dies or doesn't die next episode. After that, I can't promise you.